You're listening to the Comic Crusaders Podcast. I am your host, Al Mega, CEO of Comic Crusaders and Undercover Capes. In this show, I'm sitting down with creators from all walks of life to talk about inspiration, process, the lessons they've learned, and a whole lot more. Wepa, Crusaders, lovers of lore, romance, and righteous nerddom. Lock it in, because today we're turning the heart eyes up to max power, baby, because I'm going to be joined by a phenomenal creator. This person is an acclaimed YA author, freelance writer, speaker, podcaster, and certified pop culture powerhouse with deep roots in Marvel and Star Wars storytelling. Now, bringing us gems like Spider-Man's Social Dilemma and A Jedi You Will Be. She also co-hosts the culture-shifting podcast, Desi Geek Girls. And today, we're talking romance with teeth. That's right. As she drops her upcoming Supernatural Valentines Special from Dynamite Comics, which is dropping next month, February, all right, the 4th to be exact, 2026, baby. It's love, it's monsters, it's hope. And this one's got feelings and fangs. So let's get it. One, the only, the future star, the making, the big boss, Preeti Chhibber.
Hey.
What are you doing?
Hey.
She is so scared.
I feel like I was like, my energy is not high. I gotta get it like up.
Oh man, I wish we were right next to each other, because listen, forget it. Just being next to me, I would have been like an Energizer Bunny. You would have been like, oh shit, let's go! Come on now, girl, we gotta get it, because you being a boss, you dropping this dope book, it's dynamite, coming through with a bang. No pun intended. We're gonna be rocking on, all right. But before we do even all that and dive in, to this creativity of yours, let's reel it back into your nerddom, if you will, just a wee bit. Let us know where you're originally from, and the most important question of your life: what is the first thing in fandom that you ever fell in love with?
Ooh, that's so hard. Okay. So I am originally, I spent my early childhood in West Virginia, which people reading the Supernatural comic will see. And spoilers. And first fandom I fell in love with Star Wars. I feel like Star Wars is the question of when did you first see Star Wars? I don't even remember. It's just always been there. I have no recollection of the first time I saw the movies, because I was so little that I think they were just always around.
All right. So is folks in your family, like nerds themselves?
Yes.
Love it. Oh yes, love it.
Huge.
Love it. Love it. Who's the bigger nerd, mommy or daddy?
Mom. For sure. Yes.
Love it. My mom too. Even though my dad talks about, but he was more of the old West type of fan. But mommy she loved her superheroes, and thanks to grandma, put me on to robots, Imagine Z and all that. You know what I mean? That's why I love robots. Like, robots is my shit. You know what I mean? Thank you, grandma. Thank you, fam. But luckily, they didn't intervene in my geekdom. So I would assume that yours just obviously just love you being a nerd with them.
Yes.
I dig it. So, but how was that in school? Were you a lone wolf type of nerd in school, or were there fellow, like a tribe that you got to build in school, as a kid with this nerddom? Because again, I grew up at a time where it wasn't cool to be a nerd. I'm kind of jealous of nowadays. Like, yo, it's cool. You know what I mean? You can walk around, proudly with your geek shirt, and they're like, yeah, I watched that back in the day. Like, yo, you watch cartoons, and they try to, oh God, here we go.
I feel like maybe because when I was little, it was everybody liked what they liked. When you're little enough that you're yeah, Star Wars is awesome, because there's nowhere to be oh, you're a dork for liking Star Wars, because everybody liked Star Wars. And then when you get a little bit older into when they do start being mean, with teenagers and that kind of thing, I went to a nerdy high school, so everyone I knew was nerdy. So yeah, I was wearing Powerpuff t-shirts to school, and
I would have been
Nobody
your friend.
cared.
Like, oh, that's dope. Let's do it. Let's do it. Thank you. Yeah, man. I would definitely try in school. Why not? Show off that you love what you love. What's the problem? You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
exactly.
Whatever. Now let's start digging in a little bit because you've written across YA, comics, pop culture journalism, right?
Hmm.
What part of your creative brain kind of lit up first for this Valentine's one shot?
Oh, I think when I first started thinking about it, the thing with Supernatural is that it's been on the air for 15 seasons.
Oh
That
yeah, and people love it.
people love it. I love it. I watched it in 2005. Like,
Oh, okay.
like
You're in it. You're
old
in it
school
deep.
fan in it. I've seen the series multiple times.
Dig it.
And so you have to start being like, well, the first question is like, what are they fighting? What are they fighting that won't feel repetitive, that will feel like different from anything they've done across 15 seasons? So that was the first thing of like, what road do I want to go down with them?
Okay, excellent. All right. So, was there a moment where you thought, "Oh, this is gonna hurt readers, but in a good way"?
No, I love my voice.
See, I would never. I
I
would
would
never.
never.
I love this. I love her energy. You see that? She's picking up now. She said, I see the guy. You charging up. I see the charge. All right. So now Valentine's stories can get sugary fast, right? How did you keep this one sharp, weird, and emotionally honest?
So this is taking place in that like kind of season 1, season 2 area where
Okay.
it's a lot of pain. Sam is deep in his grief. And so that's kind of the angle I went
Okay.
with it,
All right.
of love and loss. So there's not to say it's like a sad issue or anything, like it's supernatural. You got to get quips in there, you got to get jokes in there. But it was very much from the angle of like both love and loss.
Well, but listen, not that it's a sad thing. I mean, those are lessons learned, right? And makes
Mhm.
you a stronger character person. So, you gotta do what you gotta do there. I mean, was there any romance rules that you broke on purpose, in this story?
No, I mean, what's interesting about Supernatural is romance is such a, how do I want to say this? It's not the focus of the series. There is romance and love in the show, very deep, deep love and romance, but at its core, like love, romantic love is sort of secondary to everything that's going on. So
Of
I took my
course.
cue from the show of like the romance is
Yeah.
driving force for decisions, but the focus is on kind of character and monster of the week.
Okay. Did you maybe consciously avoid any classic tropes to make the story a little different?
Yeah, I don't know that I fall into any like major tropes. Like I was very
Wonderful.
I was hyper aware of like the supernatural of it all. So I was like,
Yeah,
I just
baby.
want to make sure this feels like if you love the show, you would feel like you were reading an episode of the show. Like that's what I wanted.
Oh, all right. So talking about that, because again, that's what this is. This is a one shot.
Mm-hmm.
There, no safety net, if you
No.
will, right? So, how did that constraint challenge you creatively?
Oh, it's tight. That's a tight story. Like it's tight to tell. It's 28 pages. It was like tight
Oh,
storytelling
okay.
from beginning to end to try to get, but you still want, like with comics, which it's a visual medium, so you have these opportunities for like these really big splashy moments. And so just allowing for those moments to exist without cutting the story down too short. But yeah, it's like economy of language and storytelling. It's hard. You're like, I want to tell a full story and you have to do it in 28 pages can be really,
Yeah.
really tough sometimes.
So see again. So let's keep on that hard level for a moment. What was the hardest emotional beat to land? While being limited to those pages.
I introduced a new character. And
Mhm.
so something that's always tough is making sure that
What? Oh
uh,
man, the Timberverse and the Supernatural verse. The
yeah, let's go.
collision. Uh,
It's
dig
making sure
it.
that people care about this person in the short amount of time that they get
Nice.
to spend with them, because like they know Sam and Dean, like they know sort of they have expectations on how Sam and Dean interact with people. But if you have again like these 28 pages to introduce a character and make sure you like care about this character enough that what they're going through matters,
Oh, wonderful.
that can be hard.
All right, I can't imagine. Again, I'm not a writer on that level. I mean, I do music, but I do it for fun. I'm not.
Hmm.
I put it out there for fun. Judge me if you will, whatever. I don't care. But you know what I mean. But I mean, the level I get to touch an IP, that isn't yours, that has rules. That
Yeah.
must be. I can't imagine how challenging. I mean, were there any rules that you had to strictly follow? I mean, I know you're already a fan, but were there any rules that maybe surprised you that you had to follow, in the story, if there were any applied?
No, I mean, there were honestly no. It was like I've worked with a lot of IP. I worked with DC, Marvel, Star Wars. Like I've worked sort of across the gambit when it
Oh
comes to
yeah,
like
a boss
major
level too.
properties. And sometimes you'll get really intensive notes and sometimes you'll get like really light notes. And the notes on my script were like super duper light, just some like kind of
Nice, fluffy,
small dialogue changes here and there, but there's not
just
a
fluffy, huh?
yeah, yeah. Just these like little guys. So there's like from my first draft to what ended up getting published, it's like not a ton of difference.
Listen, folks, I have a video to show you that. She's gonna show you off like a lot of the cover that she did, pretty dope from Dynamite Comics. But before I even show you that, and we continue on them, I want to take a left turn real quick. I mean, you worked on like iconic properties. Holy
Hmm.
shit! I mean,
Yeah.
like, what were those opportunities like? How did they present themselves, and how did you feel when presented?
I mean
Especially the
my
Star Wars. You say you're a fan. I'm
I
pretty
do.
sure that
I
when
love
you
Star
weren't
Wars.
a
I
fan.
love it's been wild. Like I think one thing that I benefited from is sort of the era that I came up in. Like I like grew up on the internet basically. Like
Right.
I'm of the generation that evolved alongside the internet. So
Oh yeah.
from,
And, you said alongside, and I saw it get born, and then grew up alongside too. But I saw it
it's
get
sort of like
born.
the evolution of it, right? Where we went
Well,
from all right, so
you were born with it.
yeah, I was
I
born
know.
with it.
You know what it
And
is? She doesn't want to diss me because I'm old, folks. And she's
no,
like, I don't want to disrespect
no,
you,
no, no.
Al. I was trying to say I was alongside. Not that I was born with it, but
But like alongside where you with the I should say with the social internet. So you
I
went
feel.
from
Oh,
like
even worse. Like,
right?
I'm younger.
Well
I'm
you
younger than that, Al.
you go from basically just being loud about fandom online my whole
Yes,
life.
yes.
Whether I was like 14 and talking about the Backstreet Boys in AOL chat rooms or like
AOL, she says. Oh,
like
thank you for dating at least a little
don't
bit. Thank
worry.
you.
When I say like I like like in tandem, like next to each other. So like I've been loud about my fandom on the internet since I was old enough to be on the internet. Just like
Lovely.
I
Awesome.
love talking about what I love. I love talking about the stuff I'm excited about. And when I started like getting my writing out there and people started, paying attention and some opportunities popped up like writing Spider-Man and writing these things, like I have
Ooh.
never
Whoa.
been like
Whoa.
as much as I was like, am I allowed to do this? I would just be like, yes, I would like
Yes.
to do this.
Yes. Just do it. Do it. I
Like
love it.
Star Wars is so funny. I had it was a couple years after I started writing, and an editor from the press reached out to me and was like, this is 2018 or 2019, I can't remember. And they're like, let's meet at San Diego Comic-Con. Like, let's do a quick meeting and see if we can chat about this project. And we got there, and it was this like Clone Wars short story anthology. And I'll never forget, they were like, what character do you want to write? And I was like, Anakin. Like immediate. Like I just like there's no filter. I'm like, this is what I want to
They
do.
didn't even finish that sentence
No,
when that word
like
came
let
out.
me do it. Let me write it. And somehow people are like, yes, okay, you can write it.
Whoa, dope, dope. Again, listen, that's all you gotta. That's what I tell people. The worst thing you could say is no. So
Yeah,
go for it. Go for it.
exactly.
Go for
Just
gold,
say it.
baby. I
Just say
love
you
it.
want
She
to do
said,
it.
I want the big one. Give me Anakin.
Let me write Anakin.
I dig it. Oh, bold, bold. The Tiberverse is real, folks. Tiberverse means no fear. It's
That's
like this
right.
new Cobra. The new Cobra Kai is the Tiberverse. No fear. Strike first. I love it. All right. So, all right. So again, you've written in like these massive universes, though, right? Like the Star Wars, like and Marvel, Spidey, and all that. I mean, that's dope and crazy, man. Like, awesome. Congrats on that. But how does writing an original supernatural romance flex different, on your creative muscle?
I mean, Supernatural is a wildly different kind of prospect to what I usually do, which is um I do a lot of YA, I do a lot of like kind of funny short superhero stuff. Like
Yeah.
um my next book is a bind up of a digital series I did for Marvel called House of Harkness, which is like magical girl
Oh,
school AU with Wanda Maximoff. It's really sweet and fun.
oh, nice. Okay,
And
but House
so
of Harkness, we getting a little Agatha there. I mean, we got
yeah.
a lot of goodies there. Well,
Mhm.
all right, all
It's
right.
really fun. And then you have something like Supernatural that is like dark and depth and and these like grown up like guys who go around killing monsters. It's just the themes are so much more mature. Um, but again, it's just like a property I deeply love and a series I deeply love. So I feel like I know them. I feel like I know Sam and Dean so well that it was not hard for me to slip into their voices
Oh,
while figuring the script out.
see, talking about that, then what does slipping into people's voices, their energy, right? Within the confines of their universe. What does love look like in a world where monsters are real?
I mean, for Sam, obviously, he's still not over the loss of Jess. He's still dealing with figuring out like why something took her from him and how do they figure that out. Dean is extremely complicated when it comes to love. And at the time, again, he's sort of just like a young, like his focus is like his dad, his brother, making sure everyone's okay. So like love
Mm.
for him at that moment in time doesn't come into the equation consciously at all. Like he's like, this is not a priority for me.
Mm. So is love the weakness or the weapon?
Without giving spoilers away, I think love in this issue is a little bit of both. It's a double-edged sword, let's say.
Ooh. You already starting to hurt my feelings here.
I'm
Okay.
like, we gotta
Yeah,
keep it
I'm about to
spoilers.
I'm about to get my heart broken here, Prime. But folks, before we continue, let me show off this video because I want you guys to see what you guys need to be picking up on February 4th from Dynamite Comics, the Supernatural Valentines Special. She got a team, right? And this team, let me tell you, they did some dope ass covers. So check out this video real quick, all right? And then we're gonna get back to the conversation. Pete.
Hi, I am Preeti Chhibber, and you know I had to bring out my prescription heart glasses to talk about the Supernatural Valentine's Day special that I am writing. I am so excited to be joining in on the great work that Greg Pak and Heather Macias have been doing on the mainline run. But I am dying to talk about this special, starting with, of course, the art. I'm working with the incredible Pasquale Qualano, and we have these amazing covers from Kat Staggs, Reese Hannigan, and of course, Pasquale's own. It is going to be this dramatic story of love and loss and quips and, of course, monsters. So I hope that you will check out what the Winchesters are up to in February 2026. Thank you so much, and never forget that Supernatural is forever. Bye.
You see that? You better have put your pre-orders in, mi gente. You heard? You better have done that already at your local comic shop because it's dropping February 4th right there. Don't be playing. And yo, where are those heart-shaped glasses right now? Those
I know, I was
fire.
like, I didn't put them on.
Those are pretty fire.
No,
Stop playing.
They're right here.
You remind me of my homegirl that has like, yo, listen, one day we went to New York Comic Con and she drove in her vehicle. She says, Al, can you get me my bag in the back seat? I said, sure. And I grab it, and she opens it. Homie, this girl has like 50 pair of glasses and all different types of frames and colors. I'm like, I've never in my life seen no shit like this. Oh, is that I go to this website, get the frames for mad cheap. Like, what the fuck? Are you,
Yes.
What? What? And this is crazy. I love it though. Listen, I don't wear glasses yet. I'm 50. I can still see and I can still thread a needle. The day that I can't, then I'm gonna get glasses. I promise. All right. But for real though, if this comic had a playlist, let's talk about that. What's the vibe? Like,
oh my God,
heartbreak anthem, or is it supernatural club banger? Because I know when you came into the room, you saw what I was playing, and I saw you laughing like, "What in the hell?"
Yeah, I was like, "What is happening?" I mean, Supernatural has such a strong sense of music as a series that is, Dean's set of music. So I feel like it would be some kind of like 80s heartbreak rock anthem that he would pretend not to like but deeply love.
He hums it in the shower while he went.
Yeah, and then Sam would choose like a Taylor Swift heartbreak song. Like that's what Sam would choose and be unapologetic about it.
I love that part. The most unapologetic. Listen, I'm fucking like I had a friend like that in Mass. I had a former job, and but there was a Taylor Swift song that he particularly really liked, and he goes, "I don't give a shit. I'll tell everybody that I love this song." I'm like, you know what? Respect. I'll give you respect for that.
Yeah, love what you love.
Yeah, bro. I may not be a fan, but respect, bro. You know what I mean? You hold your own, baby. Now, you're also a podcaster. Now, did your conversations or maybe Desert Geek Girls influence how you approach this story?
My podcasting has been really nice because I get to talk to people who also like all of my when I podcast, it's because I'm excited about something. So like I have a Wheel of Time podcast with a friend where we
Wheel of Time,
yeah,
right?
where we like close read the entire series like 100 pages at a time and like podcasted our way through like the analysis of it. So what
I love your energy. This is so dope.
so like the way I approach everything is like with like a lot of intentionality and like a lot of love for the thing that I'm doing. And I think that's how podcasting is like a part of that. And so just thinking about hopefully how readers will pick up on that intentionality.
Okay, check you out. Well, mama, there you go. Now, was there anything that surprised you about yourself while you were writing the story? Did you find that you were a hopeless romantic?
No. No.
Hell no.
I think as much as I like knew I was like, I can do this. I was like a little surprised by how quickly I could like drop into Sam and Dean voice where I was like,
really?
Well, I know Sam would say this and I know Dean would say this. And like
being a fan. So you were really there. I did that. I did that. She said, "Fuck that! I'm cosplaying them cats right now."
I know, right?
Let me tell you. Hold on. Hold my beer. I dig it. All right. So, did it change though how you think about romance stories as you wrote this? Though, because again, you got to think about going back to history, in comic book history, if you will. Before even superhero comics existed, romance comics was like the thing. And let me tell you that was a time when there was an abundance of female readers, at the time, that made a difference in comics at the time. That again, if you look back at some folks, you got to admit that, you know what I mean, and I would love to see a return to that, somewhat, because again, why not? We need to have good stories. Everything can't be dreadful.
No, and I think that like romance is having a wonderful moment right now. I love romance. I love romance as a genre. I've written my YA book is romance. It's a romantic comedy.
Nice.
I've written one of my favorite things I've ever written is a Rogue and Gambit short, Infinity.
Oh, okay.
It's just a little like romantic, like heist vacation.
But I mean, but if it's Rogue and Gambit, there's gonna be some love because Gambit reminds me of Pepe Le Pew.
Like Gambit is in love with her. It was like so fun to write.
Gambit is Pepe Le Pew. Oh my love.
He's charming. This one is obviously it's not a straight romance. It is still supernatural, so it's
Okay.
romance
Oh.
supernatural style. You know, it is romance. What is the cost of romance? What is the cost of love?
Oh God! Don't see what she's doing to me. I'm at an age where I feel everything. She's like, oh, I'm getting attacked emotionally right now. But oh my God, my heart gonna be broken. What's going on? All right, so because this book does drop in February, how does the timing affect how readers might connect with this book?
I mean, hopefully they're thinking about romance and they're thinking about relationships when they pick the book up. So
because Valentine's is only 10 days after that, so you better be, or because you gotta get them flowers, them chocolate, them gifts, that lingerie or them underwears or whatever you gotta do, make everybody feel sexy and get out in clubs, whoever you are, do your thing, couple wise, whatever couple you are, I don't care, just show that love and hug each other and make sure, you should do that every day, not just on a specific day. You know what I mean? Just saying, but it is what it is. Now, this book right here, is it for lovers? Is it for loners? Or is it for both?
Both.
Hey, both. She knows how to sell her books, you know what I'm saying?
It's supernatural. It's for everybody.
All right. So comics are visual by nature. So how closely did you collaborate to make sure emotion hit on the page with your artistic partners? Because again, talk about your artistic partners here and that collaboration. Tell me the story of what I love to call the promance.
So Pasquale Quilano's art is the way that he captures Sam's expressions are so great. Whenever I approach script writing, I try to leave room for like my intention getting across, like what I intend needs to get across on the page, and then give the artist room for like what they want to do and have fun with how they approach what is written in the script. And there's like a 3-page sequence in there that I wasn't anticipating how Pasquale was going to approach the nice. Like the angles he chose and the sort of like perspective he chose was so interesting. And so that's always really fun when you're working with an artist of like, oh, how are they going to take this thing that I am writing out how I see it in my head, but with the understanding that they're going to pull it and put their design and their creative spin on what that looks like is always really cool and did not disappoint at all.
Interesting. Love it. So I mean, how excited were you to receive those pages then?
Oh, it's so cool. It's always so cool. It's wild. It's like you write the script sort of like in isolation. Like I wrote it in like 3 weeks and it was just me. I was like, okay, here you go. And then I sent it off. And so when you see the art come to life, it's wild where you're like, oh, I just wrote like 4 sentences on a page and this is what they create. This page is what they like. Art page is what they created.
Yeah,
it's so cool.
I love it. I'll get there one day to do that type of creativity. I mean, I want to. I have a story in my head, and I talk to my brothers about this. And I have it. Like I have kind of a semi-script, and my brothers think just do it. But it's just about finding the right creative partners that are, because I want to keep it in the lane because it's kind of cultural at the same time. You know what I mean? So I want to keep it like, all right. I don't think something like this has been done before, so I want to try. So not even try. I'm going to do 2026, baby. Let's do it now. For readers that are new to your work, why is this a perfect entry point? Talk to me. Come on, tell them why they got to be part of the Chhibberverse, baby.
I mean, I like to find heart and humor. Like that's my lane. I think of like that combination of taking deep subjects and approaching them from a sideways angle is something I really enjoy doing. And I got to do that in the Supernatural script, which was really fun. And this one's great because I also, if you're new to me, but not new to Supernatural, I think you're going to deeply love this comic book. I mean, at least fingers crossed. I hope you will. And if you're new to us both, like you're like, oh, let me check out what the Supernatural, although if you're picking up the Supernatural comic right now and you've never seen the show, like I think this is a good one to do it. You don't need any basis. You don't need all you need to know is that their brothers monster hunting essentially, and they've gone through like a traumatic experience. That's kind of the extent of what you need to know going into this book. So like I don't know. I
So,
think if you're looking for something that's gonna like make you feel things, but also make you laugh, like I'm the writer for you.
that's what the Chhibberverse is about. You want to feel traumatized, but smirk. There you go.
Yeah, exactly. That's it.
I dig it. Now, just going back to the art, right?
Mhm.
Was there any particular panel that you received that you were particularly proud of, and how they expressed your words?
There's 2 splash pages in this book. So full page spread of like one shot that I think are really both like incredible. One is, again, like no spoilers, like one is in an alley and one is in a
Okay.
forest. Like that's what I can
Okay.
say.
All right. What a teaser. Jeez. There we go. But don't you love that fuck? Because again, listen, I've been showing this. You see this QR code that I put it right up above me. You see that, right? So, folks, all you got to do is snap a picture that'll take you straight to the Dynamite Comics website. All right. Dynamite Entertainment. And you can see what we're talking about. You know what I mean? And see, you make sure that if your local comic shop has not ordered this, make sure they do.
Yeah, call them.
Right now, add it to your pull list. Tis the season.
Mhm.
All right. And this is a Valentine's Day special. And so for the nerds in your life, this is something you gotta get. You know what I mean? It's Valentine, it's supernatural, it's horror, it's thriller. Come on. It's the Chhibberverse. Come on, man. You got, if you ain't down now, come on, bro. Y'all missing. Now, what did this project teach you that you're going to be carrying into maybe your next project?
I think a one shot like this helped me shape my approach to economical storytelling. Like,
Ooh,
how
talk to me. What do you mean economical storytelling?
meaning like I said, what we were talking about earlier, like the difficulty of telling a full story in a tight script. Like
Okay.
this was a
Right.
nice experience of that, of being like how to hit, and I should say in an adventure script. Like I can do like a
Okay.
slice of life easy enough, but adventure where you need to use your panels for action, and you can't necessarily have like the dialogue in those moments, or like
No
it's
fluff.
exactly, like where you're like, okay, but you want some fluff sometimes. So
Yeah,
how do you
yeah.
also add that in?
But it moves. I hate that they call it fluff, because fluff sometimes you capture emotion in
Yeah,
a
you need
moment.
it.
It's important to the story. It's not really fluff. It's they call it fluff because sometimes it's emotional, and
Yeah.
people don't want to admit that. You know what? That's the moment that these characters or you connect with them, but you don't want to admit you did. So it's
Mhm.
called fluff. And then let's move on. And then when something happens to them, all of a sudden you're the butthead crying. Spending money on Kleenexes and shit. You know what I mean? Come on. That's what it is. I get it. Yeah, I mean, how do you handle those moments too when you know that it may hit emotionally?
You have to let it breathe. I think when there are moments of like in especially in tight storytelling, you'll want to like go on to the next thing, but you have to,
Yeah.
maybe you'll have to sacrifice something else to allow that moment to exist for the reader, so they can have the moment they need
Yeah,
to
because we need to
engage
breathe
with it.
too.
Yeah.
Pretty, we need to
Exactly.
Don't let me suffer that much. Where I'm gonna be reading this the rest of the press with a tear in my eye. Oh my god, yo, come on. I love it though. All right, so if love itself were a supernatural entity, how would you describe its powers and its cost?
I mean, it's funny, like the one of the characters in this book is the Hindu goddess of love. And
Oh,
so if love were a supernatural entity, I think that it would both have, I mean, we know it has the power to bring people together and violently tear them apart.
oh, yeah, bro.
So I think that's what it is.
All right. Now let me ask you: would you survive an encounter with it?
Questionable.
Yeah.
No.
I love this. I was gonna find out, like, is there any universe that you created that you think you could survive in?
That I created?
Yeah. That you were a
Yeah,
part
my
of?
YA novel, because it's like South Florida.
There's the YA, the young kids with hardly any violence.
I
I think
can.
I'm good.
I think I can manage that one.
I love your energy, man. For real, I dig it. Now, talk to me here, like premises. I know it's early 2026, but plans are being made. The con season is about to
Oh
be
my
upon
God.
us.
I've made no plans. No.
Oh, you have
No.
not?
I will be at
Tell me, come on.
hilariously, the one thing I can 100% say I will be at, which I forgot. Someone asked me this question last week and I forgot. Next month, the Valentine's Day weekend, I'll be in Atlanta for Love Y'all Fest.
Love Y'all Fest.
Which
What's
is
that?
a romance book festival I will be at, and it's awesome. They will have copies, I believe, of this book there for me to sign,
man.
because there is a big intersection of romance readers and supernatural watchers.
Yo, listen, if you have time, y'all need to do a Love Y'all Fest variant.
Oh man, if only. That would be awesome.
Even if it's only a quick print one of 100, something to make that special. Like, yo, please, the Love Y'all with Supernatural with their logo all over. Oh, bro, Dynamite, don't be missing this opportunity. I'm talking to y'all right now. Get it done. If Preeti's gonna be there, it's gonna be good energy. I can't wait. All right, so that's the only thing you have planned thus far. But is there anything you want to do this year? Like, anything you like, if you had the opportunity to do, like you want to do New York, San Diego, Rhode Island, Connecticut, what do you want to do?
I did for the first time Atlanta Comic Con. I'm in the South, and I did Atlanta Comic Con last year for the first time, and it was awesome. It was so fun. I think they're growing and they're figuring things out, but it was a really fun con to go to.
You gotta go to Dragon Con.
I know Dragon Con. I always get so confused by. I'm like, I don't really because they have like their tracks and their like rules. I'm like, I need someone to like sit next to me when like registration opens and explain to me how it works as I'm doing it.
Please help me along, sir, ma'am. Like, what's going on here? You need one of those Walmart people greeters to be a helper.
I know.
Please. Like, what the fuck is going on? I hate that some shows make things difficult. Listen, Dragon Con. She's the dope creator. I'm a pitch for you. Dragon Con, she's a dope creator. She's worked with Marvel and all them, Star Wars, Spidey, she's touching Supernatural. Listen, if she's trusted with IPs like this is the type of person you need on that show floor like yesterday. What are you doing, Dragon Con?
To be clear, it's not, I am the problem here, not Dragon Con.
But I know you get lost, but I mean, make it easy for creators here. Like, make the application. Comic books, yes. Stories, yes. Boom, there you go. Where's her table at? That's it. No more questions, please. Let's make it happen, yo. You need me there. I'm about to thug out the whole Dragon Con. Don't make me go to Georgia. Don't make me go to Georgia now and start fucking shit up over there now. For real. But I think the energy, folks, this is what you gotta do. Again, I've been showing off the QR code right there. So please go ahead and scan it. Check out what we've been talking about. You know what I mean? And then you can pick it up. This joint's going to drop February 4th. All right? Right before Valentine. So, wonderful gift, see, for your loved one.
2 copies. One for you, one for your partner.
You know what? You saw that in the video. There's variant. So, you know what? Buy a set of the variants.
Yeah, buy all 4.
To your loved one, as the Valentine's gift. Especially the Supernatural. Listen, trust me here. You're gonna score points because of Pretty and me right now. You heard? You heard? Y'all gonna score for real on a way. Like they're gonna love you in a way you've never been loved. You're gonna be like, oh my God, I gotta keep watching the show and everything and buy everything that Pretty makes for real. All right. And then you go follow her. This is what you need to do on Blue Sky Run It with Skizzers.
Yes.
Whatever Skizzer is on Blue Sky, and on Instagram is also Run With Skizzers. All right, but of course that website is Preeti Chhibber, which is PREETICHHIBBER.com. But you know what? I made it easy. It's also in the show notes. You heard some, click away, copy, paste, support. amazing creators, because this is what we got to do in this biz right here.
Mm-hmm.
We got to support, show love. But this is someone, as you can see, that is having fun with an amazing IP, and she's been trusted with amazing IPs. So I know full well that when you read this, you're going to be an uber fan, and you're going to be like, I am part of the Chhibberverse right now.
Let's go.
Done. Let's go. Done deal, baby. All right. So this is what we got to do, Crusaders. So if you believe that love story should bite back, if you want romance with soul, shadows, and sincerity, then Supernatural Valentines Special is your next must read. You understand me? So show Preeti, my homie right here, some love. Show Dynamite Comics some support. You heard? And tell the industry loud and clear the smart, emotional, genre-bending stories do in fact matter.
They do.
That's what we want, yo, for real. You know, we're not stupid, folks. All right. So you got to give us what we want. You know, give us that emotional feels. Pull at our heartstrings, coño. All right. Pre-order this book right now. Make sure your LCS is going to have it on their shelves. All right. Share it, gift it, and remember, real love, man, for real. I'm not talking about Mary J. It's some real love right here. Any type of Mary J you want to think about. I'm talking about Mary J. Blige. You dirty folks, you. All right. So it's powerful. It's dangerous. And it's always leave a mark. So with that, thank you, Preeti, for spending some time with me. Thank you, Dynamite Comics. And thank you, my Crusaders. You know what it is. Hasta la próxima. Wepa! Thank you for listening to the Comic Crusaders Podcast. If you like the content, please subscribe and turn on notifications. Also, please visit comiccrusaders.shop and our extended podcast family over at undercovercapes.com. And also, make sure to download the Comic Crusaders app on the Google Play Store today.